It's morphin' time! Saber-tooth tiger! Hey TZE Nation, it is Morphin Yellow here, starting us off on something that we possibly could do on a regular basis, and that is sort of a vlog of sorts. I'm here, of course, in my home, in the wastelands of Arizona, where you can cook most things on a sidewalk from the months of June to September. So we have a pizza outside cooking in the front yard. Um, Aside from that, we are going to possibly start where an admin on the page is going to do a video talking about anything from stuff on the page to current Ranger topics. Obviously, Super Dino Charge is going to be starting soon. We already have the new episodes of Dino Charge. Plus conventions are popping up. There's Ranger Stop in November. We have the first guests already announced for Power Morphicon next August. Um, there's a lot that we could talk about. Um, and I want to start off talking about the Ultimate Tournament. I came up with the idea to do an Ultimate Tournament because we've done the Go-Go's, which have been really exciting, and I wanted to see if we could do it in more of a tournament fashion, the way that it's been running for Red. Um, we did the preliminaries without anybody, any color. It was all about character, where we chose which of Adam's roles would we like, which of TJ's should be in it, because it's not about a series color, it's about a character. Which is why we had two Time Force Red Rangers, which was a little confusing, and I apologize for that. That's why I posted the original bracket, and then starting after that, I started putting the names of the characters on the pictures, so that there wasn't as much confusion. When we do the yellow, there'll be two. There'll be Trini and Aisha for Mighty Morphin. When we do pink and white, there will be two for Lost Galaxy. Um, and that would be, of course, Kendricks and Carone. And, we did the tournaments, like I said, for Jason and everybody else. Tommy, who had 5 roles, well, how do you choose which one? That? By elimination. So, of course, he'll be in the last of our tournaments, which will be the extra, which is basically any ranger that was not part of the original team. Um, and we chose, or I didn't. The fans chose the White Ranger from Mighty Morphin to be his entrant into the tournament. So we'll see how he does way down the line, because we've got to do the original colors first. Um, Pardon me while I shift. Um, Couple of things that have gone with the tournament that I've had a lot of fun with. There's been so much participation. Most battles have between 40 and 70 votes. Yesterday's Jason against Shane had 101 votes. And I don't know if that's because it was a weekend, because of the battle. Doesn't really matter. That was a lot of votes. And I read every vote, every comment on a contest page or a contest post, and there were several people who were complaining that Jason was going to win simply because of nostalgia. He was the OG Red Ranger, and a lot of the votes that I saw that didn't just say Jason or Shane, and this is true in any battle that we've done so far, is people are writing more, like giving an explanation. And it's whether their weapons, their fighting style, their perseverance. Uh, it's not always just the nostalgia popularity contest. In the end, it is a popular vote, and people are going to have their own reasons for voting, and no reason is really more or less valid than another. Um, I don't know that it would matter if we did villains, if we did Zords, if we did cities or places that the seasons took place. Um, I don't know that it would matter um, what the criteria we've set is. Everybody's going to have their own opinion. And I think that's what's great about it. Because one of the things that I found was a little bit funny was that some of the people who said, "Oh, Jason's just going to win because of nostalgia or because he's the first Red Ranger," voted for Jason. So you don't dislike the idea enough to vote for the other person, which is okay. Again, everybody has their opinion, and I don't know for sure who's going to win each tournament. A couple of people have said, "Oh, it's going to be Almighty Morphin." I'm not 100% sure about that. Looking at all the roster of everybody in each color, I don't know that it's going to be a runaway for any season. Um, there are some very powerful, very popular characters on other seasons, and I think we just have to wait and see. It's going to be a matchup issue, is what I really think. If you get two really popular characters early in a tournament, then you might see more of a runaway because then you've got the two most popular, and once one's gone, perhaps the other will run away with it. But with this one in particular, I don't think that it's a clear win for anybody. I think anybody can take it still. I haven't really looked at the votes from today's battle because I always do that the next day to make sure everybody has a chance to vote. Um, but I'm not sure that it's as clear cut as people are thinking. You never know. I mean, I personally don't vote because I'm the one that's taking the data and making the graphics and keeping track of everything. And I don't want to sway any votes by voting myself or, if I know it's close, push it one way or the other. Um, and the other admins are voting, and that's cool because it's not me. They always put their tag in, so you know who's voting and why. Uh, Personally, I don't have a real big stake in red as far as like who I predict will win or who I want to win. Um, for yellow next, I don't know that I'm gonna have a favorite. Um, you never know. I mean, could be anybody. Um, and even some of the ones that I thought would win are already eliminated. Some of the ones I thought would be eliminated are still around. Um, so really, it's just really cool to kind of see what everybody else's opinion is because it differs so greatly from mine. Um, and I think that's what's great about the page is that it is a lot of varying opinions, and everybody can express them without fear of being poo-pooed on. And if any of us admins see it, we stop it or we talk about it. And I think that's what's important about the page is that it is a community. We have over 7,000 people now, and while I'm the newest, I've been around as a fan for quite a while, and it's it's grown a lot since the beginning, and I can't wait to see where we take it from there. The interview with David Fielding, I think, was a huge step for us. I mean, we are the Zordon era, um, and he was Zordon. So that is all I got at this moment from Morphin Yellow, and we'll see who might take the reins next, or if this video tanks and nobody likes it or talks about it. This may have been a one-shot thing, in which case it is what it is. But hopefully you enjoy. There's going to be so much to possibly talk about in the coming weeks, especially once we get to November with Ranger Stop. A couple of fans have already messaged us saying if we're going. Um, I live in Arizona, so it's a little bit more difficult for me to get there. But of course, I'm closer to Power Morphicon. So we'll see. Of course, if any of us go, it'd be great to meet up with not just fans from Power Rangers in general, but people who like the page. Um, to sort of meet the faces that we see posting, that we see message us. Uh, it's really cool to kind of have a deeper relationship than just, oh, you looked at the page, you liked it. That's wonderful. So, anyways, for real this time, I'm out. Enjoy the rest of your Labor Day. Try to be safe. And anybody who's working, I really apologize. All right, everybody have a great day. Bye-bye.